Have you ever looked at your bank account and wondered, where did all my money go? You worked hard all month. You earned a paycheck, but somehow, before the next payday arrives, your account is almost empty again. Bills keep coming. Prices keep rising. Unexpected expenses seem to appear at the worst possible time. And no matter how hard you work, it feels like you're running on a treadmill. You keep moving, but never seem to get ahead. Here's the good news. You don't need to become a millionaire overnight. You don't need to win the lottery. You don't need to find some secret investment that promises unbelievable returns. What you really need is a simple system, a realistic plan, a plan that anyone can follow. And that's exactly what this video is about. Over the next 6 months, you'll build better financial habits one step at a time. Instead of trying to change everything at once, you'll focus on one important goal each month. By the end of this journey, you'll have a stronger financial foundation, greater confidence, and a system that continues working long after these 6 months are over. Remember, financial success isn't about making one perfect decision. It's about making small, smart decisions consistently. Let's begin with the most important month of all. Why 6 months can change everything. Many people fail with money because they expect instant results. They decide to save more, invest more, spend less, pay off debt, start a side business, and completely change their lives, all at the same time. For a few days, motivation is high. Then, reality arrives.
Life gets busy. Unexpected expenses happen. Old habits return. Within weeks, most people give up. Not because they aren't capable, but because they tried to change too much, too quickly. Real financial progress works differently. Imagine building a house. You wouldn't start decorating the living room before building the walls. You begin with a strong foundation. Your finances work the same way. Each month of this plan builds on the previous one. Every step prepares you for the next. That's why this system works. It isn't based on motivation. It's based on consistency. And consistency always beats intensity. Month 1. Understand your money before you try to grow it. Most people believe they have an income problem. In reality, many have a clarity problem. Ask yourself a simple question. How much did you spend last month on restaurants? What about online shopping, streaming subscriptions, coffee, entertainment? If you had to guess, you'd probably be wrong. That's completely normal. Most people don't track their spending. They simply hope everything works out. But hope isn't a financial strategy. If you don't know where your money is going, you'll never know how to improve it. That's why month 1 isn't about saving. It isn't about investing. And it definitely isn't about becoming rich. It's about awareness. Because awareness creates control. The hidden habit that keeps people stuck. Human beings naturally avoid uncomfortable situations. We postpone difficult conversations. We ignore medical checkups. We delay opening bills. Money works
Exactly the same way. When people overspend, many stop checking their bank accounts. They ignore credit card statements. They tell themselves they'll deal with it later. Unfortunately, later usually becomes worse. Interest grows, debt increases, stress builds, and the problem becomes much larger than it originally was. The fastest way to reduce financial stress isn't earning more money. It's understanding your current situation honestly. Once you know the truth, you can finally make better decisions. The 4 numbers everyone should know. This month, your only job is to discover 4 important numbers. Nothing more. Number 1, your monthly income. Start with the amount that actually reaches your bank account after taxes and deductions. Forget your annual salary. Forget your hourly wage. Focus on the money you can actually use. This is your starting point. Number 2, essential living expenses. Now calculate what it costs to simply live. Housing, utilities, groceries, transportation, insurance, basic healthcare. Anything you absolutely need belongs here. These expenses create your financial baseline. Knowing this number is incredibly important because it tells you how much money your life truly requires each month.
Number 3, money for your future. How much are you currently saving or investing? Maybe you're contributing to a retirement account. Maybe you're adding money to savings each month. Or maybe the answer is 0. Whatever the number is, write it down honestly. This isn't about judging yourself. It's about knowing where you stand.
Today, every successful financial journey begins with honesty. Number 4, lifestyle spending. Everything else belongs here. Dining out, shopping, streaming services, weekend entertainment, travel, hobbies, small daily purchases. These aren't necessarily bad. Life should be enjoyable. The goal isn't eliminating fun. The goal is making sure your spending reflects your priorities. Sometimes people discover they're spending hundreds of dollars each month on things they barely remember buying. Those small expenses often become the biggest opportunities for improvement. Track every dollar for 30 days. For the next month, become curious about your money. Write down every expense. Every coffee, every online purchase, every grocery trip, every subscription payment, every bill. Don't rely on memory. Record it immediately. You can use a notebook, a spreadsheet, a budgeting app, or even the notes application on your phone. The best tracking system isn't the most advanced one. It's the one you'll actually continue using. Keep it simple. The easier the habit becomes, the longer you'll stick with it. Expect some surprises. Almost everyone experiences a few surprises during this first month. Maybe you'll discover you're spending far more on food delivery than you realized. Maybe you'll find subscriptions you forgot existed. Maybe small impulse purchases have quietly added up to hundreds of dollars. Don't feel discouraged. This isn't failure, it's progress. Because once your spending becomes visible, improving it becomes much easier. You can't change what you can't see. But once you see it clearly, every decision becomes more intentional. The goal of month 1. By the end of this month, you should be able to answer 4 simple questions without guessing. How much money do I earn? How much does it cost to live each month? Where does my money actually go? How much am I saving for my future? If you can answer those questions confidently, you've already accomplished something many people never do. You've replaced uncertainty with clarity, and clarity is the foundation of financial freedom. In part 2, we'll use everything you've learned this month to build your first financial safety net, eliminate expensive debt, and create the stability that allows real wealth to grow. Last month, you did something that most people never do. You stopped guessing. Instead of wondering where your money disappeared every month, you tracked it. You discovered how much you earn, how much you spend, and what it actually costs to live your life. That clarity is powerful. But knowing your numbers is only the beginning. Now it's time to put that information to work. Over the next 2 months, your goal is simple. Protect yourself from financial emergencies and eliminate the debt that's slowing you down. These 2 steps work together. One keeps you from falling into debt. The other helps you escape the debt you already have. Let's start with the foundation of financial security. Month 2. Build your financial safety net. Imagine this. You're driving to work when your car suddenly breaks down, or maybe your washing machine stops working. A medical emergency. Bill arrives unexpectedly. Your laptop dies the week before an important project. None of these situations are unusual. They're simply part of life. The real question is, how do you pay for them? For millions of people, the answer is simple and, unfortunately, expensive. They reach for a credit card, they borrow money, or they delay paying another important bill. That creates a dangerous cycle. The emergency disappears, but the debt remains. Then interest begins to grow. Before long, you're paying for yesterday's problems with tomorrow's paycheck. This is exactly why every strong financial plan begins with an emergency fund. What is an emergency fund? Think of your emergency fund as a financial shock absorber. Its purpose isn't to make you rich. Its purpose is to protect you when life becomes unpredictable. Your first goal is to save enough money to cover 1 full month of essential living expenses. Not luxury spending, not vacations, not shopping. Only the basics. Housing, utilities, groceries, transportation, insurance, medicine.
If your essential monthly expenses total $2,000, then your first target is $2,000. If they total $3,000, then that's your goal. The exact number doesn't matter. What matters is having a financial cushion. Why saving feels difficult? If you've ever struggled to save money, you're not alone. Our brains naturally prefer rewards we can enjoy today rather than benefits we'll receive in the future. Buying something new gives instant satisfaction. Saving money doesn't, at least not immediately. But here's a better way to think about it. Every dollar you
Save isn't money you're losing. It's money you're giving back to your future self. Every dollar in your emergency fund buys something incredibly valuable. Peace of mind. When unexpected expenses happen, and they will, you won't have to panic. You'll already have a solution waiting. Find money you're already spending. Many people believe the only way to save is by earning more. Sometimes that's true. But often, the easiest money to save is the money already leaving your account. Go back to the spending record you created during month 1. Look for patterns. Are there subscriptions you rarely use? Do you order takeout simply because you're tired? Have impulse purchases become a habit? The goal isn't to eliminate everything enjoyable. The goal is to spend intentionally. If something genuinely improves your life, keep it. If it doesn't, redirect that money toward your emergency fund. Small changes may not seem impressive today, but repeated every month, they become powerful. Increase income if you can. Reducing expenses isn't your only option. Temporary income can speed up your progress dramatically. You might work overtime, sell items you no longer use, offer freelance services, teach a skill, deliver groceries, drive on weekends, take on short-term projects. Even an extra $200 or $300 each month can make a significant difference. Remember, this isn't about working non-stop forever. It's about creating stability faster. Progress matters more than perfection. Don't make the mistake of thinking you must save everything immediately. If your goal is $2,500 and you save $800 this month, that's still progress. Financial success isn't built in one perfect month. It's built through consistency. Keep moving forward. That's what matters. Month 3. Eliminate expensive debt. Once your emergency fund begins growing, it's time to deal with another major obstacle: debt. But here's something important to understand. Not all debt is equally dangerous. Some loans carry relatively low interest rates and are designed to be repaid over many years. The real threat comes from high-interest debt. Credit cards, expensive personal loans, store financing, buy now, pay later balances that continue growing month after month. These debts quietly steal your income. The longer they remain unpaid, the more expensive they become. Create a debt elimination plan. Start by listing every debt you owe. Write down the total balance, the interest rate, the minimum monthly payment. Once everything is visible, organize your debts from the highest interest rate to the lowest. Continue making minimum payments on every account. Then put every extra dollar toward the debt charging the highest interest. Once it's completely paid off, move to the next one. Every debt you eliminate frees more money for your future goals. Stop creating new debt. Paying off debt while continuing to borrow money is like trying to empty a bathtub while the faucet is still running. If possible, avoid taking on new high-interest debt during this stage. Before making any major purchase, pause and ask yourself one question. Do I truly need this right now? Sometimes waiting a few days changes everything. Many impulse purchases lose their appeal after time. Your savings won't. Learning to delay gratification is one of the most valuable financial skills you'll ever develop. Keep growing your emergency fund. While you're paying down expensive debt, continue adding to your emergency savings whenever possible. Your long-term goal is to build enough savings to cover 3 to 6 months of essential living expenses. Why so much? Because life is unpredictable. A job loss, a medical emergency, unexpected repairs, family responsibilities. A larger emergency fund gives you breathing room.
Instead of making decisions from fear, you'll make them from confidence. That's a powerful position to be in. Celebrate small victories. Many people only celebrate after reaching the finish line. Don't wait that long. Every debt you eliminate deserves recognition. Every extra $500 saved is progress. Every month without using a credit card for emergencies is another step toward financial freedom. Reward yourself in simple, meaningful ways that don't undo your progress. Enjoy time with family. Watch your favorite movie. Take a relaxing walk. Cook a special meal at home. Success grows when positive habits feel rewarding. A new way of thinking. By now, you've probably noticed something. Money isn't becoming less stressful because you're suddenly earning millions. It's becoming less stressful
because you're making intentional decisions. You're planning ahead instead of reacting. You're preparing instead of hoping. That's exactly how financially successful people think. They don't wait for perfect conditions. They build systems that protect them no matter what happens. Looking ahead. By the end of month 3, you'll have something incredibly valuable. A growing emergency fund, a clear debt payoff strategy, less financial anxiety, more confidence, and most importantly, momentum. In part 3, we'll shift our focus from protecting your money to growing it. You'll learn how to start investing wisely, build long-term wealth, and increase your income so your financial progress accelerates year after year. Because once your financial foundation is strong, it's time to start building your future. By now, you've accomplished something many people never do. You understand your spending habits. You've built the beginning of an emergency fund. You have a clear strategy for paying off high-interest debt. Most importantly, you've stopped letting money control your life. Now, it's time for the exciting part. Instead of simply protecting your money, you're going to learn how to grow it. Because there's one important truth about building wealth. Saving money alone isn't enough. Saving protects your future. Investing builds it. And increasing your income helps both happen even faster. These next 2 months are all about making your money and your skills work harder for you. Month 4. Put your money to work. Imagine planting a tiny seed in your backyard. For weeks, it looks like almost nothing is happening. Then, slowly, a small plant begins to appear. Years later, that tiny seed has grown into a strong tree, producing fruit season after season. Investing works in a very similar way. At first, progress feels slow. Sometimes it feels almost invisible. But if you're patient and consistent, small investments made today can grow into something remarkable over time. That's why the earlier you begin, the more powerful the results can be. Saving versus investing. Many people confuse saving with investing, but they serve different purposes. Your savings are there to protect you. Your investments are there to grow your wealth. Think of your emergency fund as a life jacket. You hope you never need it, but it's there when life becomes unpredictable. Investments are different. They're designed for long-term growth. Because of this, money you invest should be money you won't need immediately. Never invest money meant for next month's rent or emergency expenses. That's what your savings account is for. You don't need a fortune to begin. One of the biggest myths about investing is that you need thousands of dollars before you can start. That's simply not true. The most valuable thing isn't the size of your first investment. It's developing the habit of investing consistently. Even small monthly contributions can grow significantly over many years. The biggest advantage isn't having more money, it's having more time. Time allows your investments to grow, earn returns, and then generate even more growth through compounding. That's where real wealth begins. The magic of compounding. Imagine placing a snowball at the top of a snowy hill. At first, it barely grows, but as it rolls downhill, it gathers more snow. The larger it becomes, the more snow it collects. Eventually, it grows much faster than when it first started. Compound growth works the same way. Your investment earns returns. Those returns begin earning returns of their own. Over many years, growth begins accelerating. That's why patience is often more valuable than trying to find the perfect investment. Time is your greatest financial partner. keep investing simple. One mistake many beginners make is believing they need to predict the next big company or constantly buy and sell investments. In reality, even experienced professionals struggle to consistently outperform the market. Instead of chasing trends, many successful long-term investors choose diversified investments that spread risk across many companies and industries. Diversification doesn't guarantee profits, but it helps reduce the impact of any single investment performing poorly. The goal isn't getting rich overnight. The goal is steady, long-term growth. Slow progress may not feel exciting today, but years from now, you'll be grateful you stayed consistent. Don't let emotions control your decisions. Financial markets naturally move up and down. That's normal. Many beginners panic whenever prices fall. Some stop investing altogether. Others sell everything at the worst possible time. Successful investors understand that temporary market declines are part of the journey. Instead of reacting emotionally, they continue following their long-term plan. Imagine planting a garden. You wouldn't dig up your plants every week to check what
They're growing. You'd water them, protect them, and give them time. Your investments deserve the same patience. Month 5. Increase your income. Managing money wisely is important, but eventually you'll reach a point where cutting expenses alone can't move you much farther. There's only so much you can save, but there's no fixed limit to how much you can earn. That's why increasing your income is one of the fastest ways to improve your financial future. Every additional dollar you earn can become another dollar invested, saved, or used to eliminate debt. The key is making sure your income grows faster than your spending. Invest in yourself. The highest return investment you'll ever make isn't necessarily in the stock market. It's in yourself. Learning new skills can increase your earning power for decades. That might mean improving your communication skills, learning software related to your profession, taking professional courses, developing leadership abilities, or mastering a valuable technical skill. Knowledge creates opportunity. The more valuable your skills become, the more valuable you become to employers, clients, and business partners. And that often leads to higher income. Don't be afraid to ask for more. Many people remain underpaid for one simple reason. They never ask for a raise. If you've consistently delivered results, taken on additional responsibilities, or helped your company succeed, prepare for a professional salary discussion. Gather evidence. Show your achievements. Research market salaries for similar positions. Then confidently explain the value you've created. The answer may not always be yes, but you'll gain valuable information about what comes next. Sometimes the conversation leads to a raise. Sometimes it reveals it's time to explore new opportunities. Either way, you're moving forward. Create
more than one source of income. Depending on one paycheck can be risky. If that income suddenly disappears, your financial plan becomes vulnerable. That's why many financially successful people develop additional income streams. This doesn't mean you need to quit your job. It simply means creating another way to earn. Maybe you can freelance, teach online, sell digital products, start a small business, offer consulting, create educational content, or turn a hobby into a side income. Even earning a few hundred extra dollars each month can dramatically speed up your financial goals. Imagine investing every dollar from your side income while continuing to live on your primary salary. Year after year, that extra income can become a powerful wealth-building tool. Avoid lifestyle inflation. Now, here's one of the biggest financial traps. You receive a raise. Your income increases. Almost immediately, your spending increases too. A more expensive car, a larger apartment, luxury subscriptions, more frequent shopping. Before long, your higher income disappears. You're earning more than ever, but you're saving exactly the same amount. Instead, make a different decision. Whenever your income increases, automatically direct part of that increase toward your future. Increase your investments, strengthen your emergency fund, pay off debt faster. Enjoy some of your success, but don't spend all of it. That's how income growth becomes wealth growth. Looking ahead, by the end of month 5, your financial life looks completely different than it did just a few months ago. You understand your money. You've built financial protection. You're reducing expensive debt. Your investments are growing. Your income has the potential
to grow alongside them. Only one final step remains.
In the last month of this journey, you'll create a financial system that practically runs itself. You'll learn how to automate your finances, simplify your decisions, and build habits that continue creating wealth for years to come. Because true financial freedom doesn't come from making perfect decisions every day. It comes from building a system that keeps working, even when life gets busy. We've reached the final month of your 6-month financial reset. Take a moment to think about how far you've come. 6 months ago, you may have been living paycheck to paycheck, unsure where your money was going, and hoping things would somehow improve. Today, you're in a completely different position. You understand your income and expenses. You've built an emergency fund. You're actively reducing high-interest debt. You've started investing for your future, and you've found ways to increase your earning potential. That's not just financial progress. That's a completely new way of thinking. But before we finish this journey, there's one final step that separates people who make temporary improvements from those who build lifelong financial success. You need a system that works even when life gets busy. Month 6. Put your finances on autopilot. Most people believe financial success comes from having incredible self-discipline. But here's the truth. Discipline fades. Motivation comes and goes. Life becomes busy. Unexpected events happen. And when your schedule fills up, financial tasks are often the first things people postpone. A savings transfer gets delayed. An investment contribution gets skipped. A bill is forgotten. One missed month turns into 3. Eventually, good habits disappear. The solution isn't becoming more disciplined. The solution is making good financial habits.
Decisions automatic. Build a financial system that runs without you. Think about how automatic payments have changed everyday life. You probably don't manually pay every streaming subscription or phone bill each month. The money leaves your account automatically. Now imagine your savings and investments working the same way. Instead of relying on memory, create automatic transfers the day your paycheck arrives. The moment income reaches your account, your financial plan should begin working. Money moves into savings. Money goes toward investments. Bills are paid on time. Debt payments are processed. By the time you're ready to spend, your most important financial priorities have already been handled. You remove temptation before it even appears. Pay yourself first. Here's one habit shared by many financially successful people. They don't save whatever money is left over. They save first. Most people receive their paycheck, pay bills, shop, eat out, and spend freely. Then they hope something remains for savings. Usually, very little does. Reverse the process. Treat your future like your most important monthly expense. As soon as you're paid, automatically transfer a percentage into savings and investments. Even if it's only a small amount today, consistency matters far more than perfection. Small deposits made month after month often produce better long-term results than occasional large deposits. Your future self will thank you for every automatic transfer you make. Separate your money with a purpose. One simple strategy can make budgeting dramatically easier. Don't keep all your money in one account. Instead, give every dollar a job. One account for bills, one account for emergency savings, one account for investments, one account for everyday spending. When your paycheck arrives, your automatic transfers happen first. After that, whatever remains in your spending account becomes your monthly lifestyle budget. When that money runs out, you naturally stop spending. There's no guessing, no complicated calculations. Your account balance becomes your monthly Your budget. Simple systems are often the easiest systems to follow. Review your finances every 3 months. Automation doesn't mean ignoring your money forever. It simply reduces the number of daily decisions you have to make. Every 3 months, schedule a personal financial review. Think of it as a regular maintenance check for your financial life. Ask yourself a few important questions. Has my income increased? Can I invest a little more? Have my essential expenses changed? Is my emergency fund where I want it to be? Am I paying for services I no longer use? Am I getting closer to my financial goals? These reviews don't need to take hours. Even 30 minutes every few months can keep your financial plan moving in the right direction. Never stop learning. The financial world continues to evolve. Technology changes, investment opportunities grow, tax rules change,
new industries emerge. The people who continue learning are better prepared to make smart financial decisions. Read books, listen to respected financial podcasts, follow trustworthy educators, take courses that improve your financial knowledge. Most importantly, stay curious. The more you understand money, the more confident your decisions become. Knowledge is one investment that can continue paying you for the rest of your life. Protect what you build. Growing wealth is important. Protecting it is just as important. As your financial situation improves, make sure you're protecting everything you've worked so hard to build. Review your insurance coverage. Keep important financial documents organized. Use strong passwords and secure your online accounts. Be cautious of investment opportunities that promise guaranteed returns or
Quick riches. If something sounds too good to be true, it usually is. Real wealth is built patiently, not through shortcuts, not through gambling, and certainly not through unrealistic promises. Protecting your money allows it to continue growing for years to come. Redefine what wealth really means. Many people believe wealth is about expensive cars, luxury vacations, designer clothes, or owning the biggest house on the block. But true wealth looks very different. Real wealth is having enough savings to handle emergencies without fear. It's being able to take time off when your family needs you. It's choosing a job because you enjoy it, not because you're desperate for the paycheck. It's sleeping peacefully because your bills are under control. It's having options. Money itself isn't the goal. Freedom is. Money is simply the tool that helps create it. Small habits create extraordinary results. Think back to everything you've done over the last 6 months. You tracked your spending, built an emergency fund, reduced debt, started investing, increased your income, automated your financial system. None of those actions seemed life-changing on a single day, but together they transformed the direction of your financial future. That's how success works, not through one dramatic moment, but through hundreds of small decisions repeated consistently. Every dollar you save, every investment you make, every unnecessary purchase you avoid, every new skill you learn, each one moves you a little closer to financial independence. Progress may feel slow at first, but One day, you'll look back and realize how far you've come. Final thoughts. Imagine 2 versions of yourself 1 year from today. The first continued waiting for a better job, waiting for higher income, waiting for the right time to start. Nothing really changed. The second version started today. They followed a simple system. They stayed consistent. They made progress 1 month at a time. Now they have savings, less debt, growing investments, greater confidence, and far less financial stress. Both people had the same amount of time. The difference wasn't luck. It wasn't intelligence. It wasn't even income. The difference was action. Remember this. Financial freedom isn't built in a weekend. It isn't created by one lucky investment or one perfect decision. It's built through consistent habits, repeated month after month and year after year. The 6 months you've spent building this system are only the beginning. Keep improving, keep learning, keep investing, keep growing. Because every smart financial decision you make today creates opportunities for the person you'll become tomorrow. If you found this series valuable, consider subscribing to the channel and sharing this video with someone who wants to take control of their finances. Sometimes, the best investment you can make isn't in the stock market, it's in knowledge. And once you learn how money truly works, it can start working for you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.